Hi, everybody. Welcome to the August meeting of Prescott Indivisible. My name's Rosemary Dixon. I am the chair at the moment. We've got Delino DeSanto and Stu Starkey here tonight. They will be speaking toward the end of the meeting, and they are running against Paul Gosar. So that is a good thing. It's a good thing.
Let's see. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about our watch party. So, we had 75 people at the watch party. It was so much fun. Yes, it was wonderful. And we have it at Guacamaya's restaurant. So our picnic, we have an annual picnic. It is at the Thumb Butte Ramada, all the way out Thumb Butte Road. And it goes from 11 until usually 3. And this year we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a potluck. And next month, you'll have details about what we're going to ask you to bring.
Right now we have our Twitter update. Mavis is going to tell us all about Twitter.
Good morning, Ann. As of yesterday, we have had 40 people go through training to learn how to Twitter. So who cares, right? The reason we care is because it's a powerful political tool. And that's why Trump uses it, right? And a lot of people get turned off because he's using it. But you know what? It's a good tool. So if you would like to be part of this growing chorus, then I'm going to have the sign-up sheet in the back of the room.
We have our environmental minute next with Jim Stein.
We had a tour of the Patriot Disposal recycling facility back in June, and there were a few people that showed up for that. And it was kind of an eye-opener. It was kind of really disappointing in a lot of ways because you could see what a kind of a disaster the recycling process is, at least in Prescott, in the Prescott Valley area. And the other thing is you really have to understand what can be recycled and what can't. I mean, it's super important because you can have, you know, the people here in town where they bring the recycling in. If there's just even a small amount of it that's contamination, then the entire lot gets thrown out and the whole thing goes to the landfill. Oh, sure.
Thank you, Jim.
More than a minute, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Please sign my petition. In order to vote for me, I have to be on the ballot. And so I have to get 10,000 signatures to get on the ballot. I have 1,500 now. What she was saying is that I have to hand in my 5s and my petitions by the 1st of March. I started early, like I literally signed up in March, trying to hoof this around for a year so that I can get enough petition signatures and my 5s. The other piece of the question was how many people are running. There are 5 Republicans running right now. And of course, they'll have a primary, they'll get it down to 3, so there's 3 Republicans running, and then we can have 3 Dems running. So that's where that discrepancy is. Andy Tobin's seat is up, he's gone, but the gal from Tucson that has the APS money in her account is running, Leah Patterson. Then we have Olson, who, Oh, I'm sorry. See me after, I'll explain it. Okay, sorry.
I hope you've noticed our sign here. On September 20th and 22nd, we are having our Neighborhood Summit for Equity. We've been working on this since February, actually, and the details are coming together. What it's about is the fact that we are living in a society now where racism is becoming kind of okay, right? Donald Trump can say whatever he wants, and he does. Program, and guess who's coming to speak? Ezra Levin is coming to speak. He started Indivisible from day one, and he is coming out here to support this effort. we noticed there was white supremacist stuff, graffiti written around town. It was written around town. It was in my school. So 3 of us went to see Mayor Mangarelli. Myself, Nancy Sharp, and Sue Robine. And Mayor Mangarelli said to us, "Oh yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna do something about that." What we wanted him to do was write an op-ed. Never did. Never did. He thinks racism comes in pockets, as if it's in like on one street but not another street. So this summit is exactly what we need to start building our community, all of our community. So what we need from you is some help. Let me tell you, on the 22nd, we'll be having 2 racial equity workshops and an action. We are inviting all Indivisibles from all over the state to attend. We're going to have a big attendance. Indivisible National is supporting this financially. I am the one raising the money, the rest of it though. So it's a little nerve-wracking. We have to raise $5,000. We have some good lines on it, but anything anybody can donate, I'll give you the details about it. However you can help, please help. And I also wanted to tell you about Twitter, just a little thing. There's one guy who is in AZ Resist, his name's Sean in AZ, talking about influence. He's got 98,000 followers, right? So when Sean in AZ says something, 98,000 people see it. That is the power of Twitter. 98,000 people share it. So it's exponential, right? We can influence Paul Gosar. We have influenced Paul Gosar. He has responded and said, I didn't mean that. I said, well, you said it, Paul, mister. But racial equity is front and center, what Indivisible believes in. Racial equity and inclusion. This event is happening during the Arizona State Democratic meeting, like the big state meeting, and John Lutz got it up here. This is very good, because usually it's in Maricopa County, and we got it in our little red county, so that's pretty good. So there's going to be work on the actual day, and Maria is the person to talk to about that. So here's our big ask. Can you host 1 or 2 out-of-town Indivisible folks for September 20th and 21st? I'm going to tell you the mission statement of the Neighborhood Summit, just so you get an idea. Prescott Indivisible's Neighborhood Summit for Equity intends to catalyze change by increasing awareness of racial and cultural inequities. Our mission is to provide engagement opportunities where we can bring out the best in one another as neighbors caring for each other. We are at our best when we are curious and respectful about our differences. The Neighborhood Summit for Equity is an ongoing project to create educational experience that cultivate a deep understanding of how inequity affects well-being in our community, state, nation, and world. We plan to explore the history and dynamics of race and culture to dismantle systems that have perpetuated and continue to perpetuate advantaging whiteness over color. So please participate. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I present Stu Starkey running for CD4. There's going to be a primary with Stu and Delina. And they have petitions here today, but hear them both speak before you sign, because you can only sign one, unfortunately. So here we go. There you go, Stu.
Thank you very much. So I really want you to get to know me in these minutes that I have today and why I'm standing here. Because I can tell you, my day began at about 4:30 this morning. I'm at work by 6, school principal. And the focus of my day is here with you. But the truth of the matter is, I believe I can make this district stronger by being a candidate. And if I'm the candidate that comes out of the primary, I believe that I can give a significant challenge, if not defeat, Paul Gosar. And Paul Gosar says my kids are terrorists. So this is personal. I want him. And I want to defeat him. in order to give the message that what we're seeing now is not good enough and we will not allow it. The slogan for my campaign is really simple. We can be better than this. So what I'm telling you is I want to walk with you. I'm running. It's my name. It's your ideals. Together, we can change this country. And for my kids, your kids, grandkids, America should never live through this again. And I'm going to do all I can to make it happen. I thank you for having me here today. I look forward to talking with you later. God bless.
Now, candidate number 2, Delina DeSanto, is also running against Paul Gosar. So it sounds like they're kind of a team, these two. There you go. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here tonight. I really appreciate it. I've met some of you before. You probably remember me from last year running in the primary with David Brill. So, and I only lost by less than 5%. So I hope that I win by over 32%. And I grew up in a diverse neighborhood. There were blacks, there were Puerto Ricans, there were Cubans, there were Koreans, and we all lived in a neighborhood and went to school together and knew that we all had to live in the same neighborhood together and work things out. And that's why I believe growing up like that has given me the strength to be able to talk with anyone and to be able to understand their side of the story. So if we're going to talk about healthcare, we have to talk about climate change. We have to bring in climate change on everything because it's pertinent for our future. As you can tell with the healthcare alone, what's going to happen with our air quality and with our water is the other thing that I'm concerned about. We have 100,000 abandoned mines here in Arizona. And so Paul Gosar, though, wants to continue to have mining and drilling, and then also mining and drilling in our public lands, and also mining for uranium. So I'm very concerned about what's going on with climate change and with what's going on right now with what Paul Gosar is doing with the energy companies. So anyway, I really would like for you to, of course, sign my petition and be able to get on the ballot so that I can go against Paul Gosar. And I know me and Stu have a primary. I have some cards back there, some flyers. I would really like for you to ask me any questions whatsoever. I do enjoy talking with the group and one-on-one about any of the issues that you're facing or any of the issues you're concerned about. And I really want you to know that I'm here for you, and I have been here for you last year, and I will definitely be for you throughout this whole month until I win. Thank you.
And I just want to let everybody know, again, that we are going to launch the page and the event page for the Neighborhood Summit over the weekend, probably tomorrow. And so if you have a Facebook account, especially if you are in the Facebook group, the Prescott Indivisible Facebook group, I'm going to be dropping it in there, and you can share it from there. So that's one thing. And then the print flyers and posters, we are working on finalizing as well. We're getting all that collateral, we call it, together to be able to start passing that out. And so if you signed up with the volunteer sheet and that is what you're interested in doing, just so you know, that is going to all start happening next week. Rosemary mentioned that she's going to DC with a bunch of indivisibles from around the state. So we want to have that stuff together for her to take with her and pass out to the indivisibles around the state so we get it. But locally here, though, just again what Rosemary said, you know, we need everybody to do something. Passing out flyers and telling your friends is a really easy thing, and sharing it on social media is a really easy thing that actually does have a cumulative impact that we are going to need to succeed in this event to get people to come. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next month, September 6th. Actually, you might not know, but we're moving to Thursdays because a lot of people don't want to come on Fridays. So we're moving to Thursday nights starting in September, and we'll see you then. Please come talk to me if you want to know about the Neighborhood Summit, if you want to volunteer, if you want to help out with some money, or if you want to help out with some housing for Indivisibles. Thank you so much.